Hi, everyone. Welcome to On Track with Micha, the 5-minute weekly podcast that helps you lace up, stay motivated, and crush your running goals one step at a time. I'm your host, Micha Powell. I'm an Olympian, a coach, and your new accountability buddy. Whether you're a beginner lacing up for the first time or a seasoned marathoner, this is your space to maintain momentum, build healthy habits, and stay on track every step of the way. Today, we're diving into something every runner, actually every person, faces at some point, the challenge of simply starting. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's talk about why starting matters, how to push past the mental blocks, and, of course, today's mini challenge to help you get moving. Okay, let's be real for a second. The hardest part of any fitness journey is often just getting started. You know the feeling when your shoes are by the door, your gear is ready, but somehow everything else just feels more urgent? Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's a long to-do list, or maybe it's just that little voice in your head saying, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, here's what I want you to know. You're not alone in feeling this way. Even Olympians have those days. Yep, I've had mornings where staying in bed sounded way more appealing than hitting the track. But here's the secret I learned from years of training. The hardest part is taking that very first step. So when you break that inertia, when you lace up your shoes and just go, you're proving to yourself that you're capable. And that momentum, it's like lighting a fire. Suddenly, that quick jog turns into something more. And before you know it, you've completed the workout you almost skipped. Let me tell you a quick story from my Olympic training days. There was one winter training session where it was freezing cold, and I remember standing by the door, ready to call it a rest day. And my coach said something that I'll never forget. You don't have to run your best today. You just have to show up and run. That simple mindset changed everything for me. I stopped worrying about hitting a perfect pace or logging a personal best. I just focused on starting. And you know what? Once I started moving, the rest just fell into place. And that's what I want for you too. It's not about how far or how fast you go today. It's about showing up for yourself, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So, here's your challenge for today. Put on your shoes and head out for a 5-minute walk. That's it. Just 5 minutes of walking or jogging or running. Why 5 minutes, you might be asking? Well, because it's manageable. You don't need a full hour or perfect conditions. 5 minutes is enough to start building a habit, and it's often enough to make you want to keep going. Think of it as the first domino. Once you tip it over, everything else starts to fall into place. Oh, and if you're tempted to skip it, here's a little trick. Don't think about the whole run or the whole walk. Just focus on getting out the door. Once you're outside, you've already won half the battle. Still need a little nudge? All right, close your eyes. Well, not if you're driving, but imagine this. It's you, stepping outside into the crisp air. You feel your feet hitting the ground, your breath sinking with each step. Maybe there's a light breeze. Maybe there's sunshine. You're moving. You're in control. And for those 5 minutes, nothing else matters. Can you picture it? That's the feeling we're chasing today. Before we wrap up, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Athletic Brewing. They make amazing non-alcoholic craft beers that are perfect for celebrating dry January or just treating yourself after a solid workout. I'll be enjoying the Run Wild IPA later today as my post-run treat. You can check them out and use the code ONTRACK20 for 20% off your first order. Cheers to that. All right, friends, that's it for today's episode. Remember, your only goal today is to take that first step. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Take your 5 minutes, and when you're done, share your progress with me on Instagram using the hashtag #OnTrackChallenge. I'll be shouting out participants every week, and I can't wait to see your pictures and hear your stories. And hey, if you loved today's episode, leave a review and share it with your running group, in your group chats, or on your socials so we can keep this streak going. Next Friday's challenge is all about finding your rhythm, so don't miss it. Stay motivated, stay consistent, and as always, stay on track.